All right, shalom. This is Kanaksa Ambani Australia for the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kah Halal La Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostle, the great millstone, and salutations to the occupant that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And a peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. All right, well, there you have it. It says death of U.S. dollar. China launches Petro-yuan to challenge greenback's dominance. All right, and once you have the death of the U.S. petrodollar, all right, you have the death. You have death to the whole, death to America itself, and death to the so-called white man and his establishment, because he's glorified in his riches. And without his riches, he's nothing. All right. So I got an article right here. I'm gonna read it a little bit. I'm gonna put the article in the description box, and I'll get a couple scriptures out. All right. It says. Death of U.S. dollar. No, it's a question. Death of U.S. dollar. China launches Petro-yuan to challenge greenback's dominance, and all these trade incentives that they get, these China's offering for using the Petro-yuan versus the petrodollar, um, is more incentive for them to use that and pull away from the petrodollar. And but you know what also this also does? Anytime somebody does something like this, America normally goes to war with that country. Saudi Arabia, same thing with Saddam Hussein. So that's how anytime somebody tries to challenge the U.S. dollar, America goes to war with them. All right, right now America and China are in a trade war, economic trade war. Um, but with this coming off, America has no choice but to go to all out war. All right. It says the highly anticipated yuan-backed crude oil futures has been launched in Shanghai. China is the world's biggest oil consumer, with eyes on rival benchmarks, Brent and WTI, as well as the U.S. currency. Now check this out. If China is the biggest oil consumer, right, America is making the most money off of China. All right, trading back and forth with China using the petrodollar. But now China say, hey, we're gonna control everything. We're gonna say how everything's gonna be done. You see a transition in power. All right. It said trading of the new oil features contracts for September settlement starting on the Shanghai International Energy Exchange at 440 440.20 yuan, or $69.70 per barrel, reports Chinese daily the South China Morning Post. Some 18,540 lots have reportedly been sold and purchased so far. All right, so you already got people just jumping on the bandwagon. All right, so this totally collapses the American economy. Well, it collapses the world economy. All right, and for them to introduce a new system, because all right, the way this is set up, and you already got China. China is a smart based country. I think it was like 75 to 80% of China is a cashless society. Okay, so what is this all this is gonna usher the collapse of the world economy, the collapse of the petrodollar, and the world economy is gonna usher in a new fundamental system for currency and reserves. It's gonna be a crypto, not a reserve, but a cryptocurrency, which is gonna usher in the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. All right. The long-awaited step to invoke a surge in global prices for oil, with Brent crude soaring to $71 a barrel for the first time since 2015. U.S. crude benchmark West Texas Intermediate reached the highest level in 3 years at $66.55 a barrel, before retreating to 65.53 on $65.53 a barrel. Okay, experts see China's yuan dominated contracts as historic as the new features symbolize. All right, the first time that foreign investors can access a Chinese commodity market. The launch ends the year of setbacks and delays since the country's first attempt at listing the securities in 1993. All right, so they've been trying to push this for a while. Now it's finally in place. It's finally set up, and they're setting up to do away with America, man. All right, I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. I'm gonna put the description. I'm gonna put the link to the description in the link to the fuck you. Can't get my words right. Put a link to the article in the description box of this video, okay? So let me get the couple scriptures real quick. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. All right. So basically, what this happened, that's taking away the throne of America. America will no longer be the powerhouse nation. China will. All right. It's going to be a back and forth between China and Russia because China and Russia are already doing big economic trade deals back and forth. They did the biggest trade deal in history in 2015 or 2014, a $400 billion energy trade deal. Was the biggest trade deal done without the petrodollar in history. Okay, it says sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right. So America is not going to be that tender and delicate country that everybody wants to go to and visit and come a part of and try to establish some type of foundation in it no more. Because America pretty soon is going to be looking like a third world country, man. All right, it already is that, but they have this system set up, all right, that makes them look like the powerhouse. But really, America has nothing. All they're doing is facilitating and dictate how things should go throughout the whole world. And that's what they do all the time. All right. So they don't have nothing to stand up, no leg to stand upon. So they created a system to make an illusion to like they had a leg to stand upon, which the currency is backed by nothing. The only thing they were doing it's really a bully currency. All right. Because America's been bullying like the mafia does. Mafia, hey, I'll protect you. You know, if you give me 10% or 25% of everything, if you don't let me protect you, I'll bring havoc in on you. So basically, the system that America set up with the petrodollar is a mafia-based system. All right. So for them to try to throw their weight around and use their military, use their military to really have something for the currency to stand upon. All right. This is Psalms 49:6. It says, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to Yahweh a ransom for him. Okay? But their pride, in their hearts, their pride, they feel like there is no power. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're the only power. All right? It says, for the redemption of their souls is precious, and it ceased forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption. All right, so he feels like he could keep going and going and going, and there's no end to his kingdom. All right, but you can see with this that the kingdom of the so-called white man is going down. All right, it says, for he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. All right, and that's the pride of Esau, man. But what does it say? Come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, all your riches and glory are going to be snatched from you. All right. So let me keep going. It says, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perisheth. This their way is their folly, yet their prosperity approve their sayings. All right, so their ways are folly, but the riches that they seem to have approve the agendas that they're trying to push. But what happens when you take the riches away? They're going to be nothing. It says, like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in their grave from their dwelling. All right. So basically, all right, she shall no longer be called tender and delicate, man. America's gonna be ugly. All right, and you're seeing it right now. It's gonna be, man, with this happening right here. Once you see it in the store, you got Winn-Dixie. The elder did a video earlier about the closing, 94 Winn-Dixie stores closing. All right, you know, it says, but Yahweh will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. All right, so, you know, we have hope. All right, we don't trust in riches. All right, because riches profited nothing in the day of wrath. Okay, it says, all right, it says, be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. All right, because that's what they were using their money to spread fear. All right, they made the system up and put fear in the hearts. It made the whole world to tremble. All right, but they're about to be brought down, man. It says, for when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. So their dwelling place is not going to continue forever. This is the end of the road. Like how do they say, the buck stops here. All right. All right. So he really feels like, you know, that he's going to prosper. All right. He feels like, you know what I'm saying, that America's going to go on forever. But nah, man. Nah. All right. Even though Esau made the whole earth to tremble, America made the whole earth to tremble, they're going to be brought down to the dust. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14. It says, Isaiah 14 and it says, I'm going to start at 15. It says, yet, all right, let's start at 14, 13, 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right. Like the scripture said, fear not ones whose houses be made rich. All right. It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north. All right. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the nation, the kingdoms? All right, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his pits. All right, so this is the nation of people that are going to be brought down. All right, they're going to be brought down to nothing, man. It says all the kings of the nation, even all of them that lie in glory, every one of his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of the house that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, and as the carcasses trodden under feet. All right, so it's the end. It's the end, man. All right, this is the end of this kingdom right here. It says, this is Isaiah 14 and 20. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoer shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the lands, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. All right? Okay? So basically, you know, this Esau is being cut off, man. And what happens when you cut off Esau's money? When you cut off Esau's money, all right, he's bare. He has nothing. You expose him. You show you expose his secrets, his parts. Okay, this is Jeremiah 49 and 9. It says, "If great gatherers came to thee, All right. Would they not have left some gleaming grapes? If thieves by night they will destroy till they had enough. But I have made Esau bare. I mean, he's taken everything away from Esau. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. So when you spoil Esau, when you take away Esau's money, okay, you discover everything else about him. You be like, is this the man that shit? This guy, these people, and you're gonna see them for who they really are. They are nothing. The basis of men. Okay. I'm gonna get one more scripture. James chapter 5. It says James chapter 5 verse 1. It says go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt and your garments moth-eaten. Like, yeah, the riches are corrupt. They ain't even got the real money. I mean, the Rothschilds got the gold, but that's going to be taken away from them too. Okay? It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Now everything they've heaped together is being taken away. Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth. And those laborers are the children of Israel, the elected children of Israel that are sighing cry for the abominations. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, meaning the Lord of armies. I mean the Lord, yeah, I think Sabaoth means army or war or something like that. It says, you have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed and the just, and doeth not resist you. Like, we didn't resist this devil, we couldn't though. All right. It says, be patient therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. And we can see the setup of the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahushai now, even with these prophecies are coming through. I said, behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth and had long patience for it until he received the early and latter rain. So be ye also patient, establish your hearts for the coming of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, how do you establish our hearts? I mean, it means establish your mind. It says knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. All right, and that's where our riches come from. All right, that's where our riches come from. With that being said, I want to give all glory and praise. Kal halal la Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakak, Padash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, the sincerity and truth. And shalom to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, shalom.